Yo, I'm Toycat, and I will show you how much money I made from YouTube Shorts before and after the changes to the partner program, which supposedly massively increased the revenue. And this is something, if you haven't heard, is being done by YouTube to expand the partner program to people who have enough Shorts views, as well as having that usual 1,000 subscriber total. And it now means that every piece of revenue earned on Shorts is actually shared out amongst the creators based on the number of views that you get. In other words, you now get paid per view on your Shorts, which is a really cool change, right? But how much do you get paid per view? As you can see, the amount has gone up quite a bit. If you look at the earnings graph here versus the views, at the start of this month, or the start of last month, February the 1st, I had 2.2 million views, and the video had earned at that point about $13 to $14, $13.75. And since then, I have earned about $3 full despite getting less than 100,000 views. That is an absolute massive change. I mean, it's still $3 we're talking about on my most popular short with millions of views, but that is an absolute massive change that obviously, when you apply it out to the rest of the channel, must be huge, right? I mean, let's look at this one, my Google Maps' most underrated feature. You can see that this video had, at the start of February, about 2 million views, and yeah, then it's got a few thousand views since then, and you can see the revenue has gone from $65.29 up to $65.52. Wow, that is 29 cents that I earned on this one. As you can see, there are some absolute massive changes to revenue, and that sounds kind of sarcastic, and in a way it sort of is, but let me show you this here on my dashboard. This is the YouTube earnings, and it shows you exactly how much you made. I can tell you exactly what my channel made in any given month. In January, it was this amount. In the previous months, it was all of these. And obviously, whenever a creator starts talking about their earnings and starts talking about exact numbers, they have to do this thing where they say, well, I'm just sharing this for informational purposes. And although that is true, I like informing people about things on this channel. No, I'm going to go the opposite way. And so I am sharing things with people because I'm flexing on you. I do my dream job and they pay me sometimes thousands of dollars for it. That's a good thing. I think the information is great value, but also not talking about money doesn't make it go away. If you hate me because I earn money doing something I love, then that's totally okay, but that's a weird opinion to have. Just like how it's a weird opinion to have that YouTube Shorts paid money before this point. Technically, you could earn money before the program changes where you'd get the ad revenue, but as you could see in my video that I made last month, that amount of money is tiny. I made $4.76 in January for 765,000 views. 750,000 views netted me $5 basically, and that revenue per 1,000 views is about $0.01 or 1 cent. And although it says 1 cent, it's actually rounding up to 1 cent. It's closer to a half cent actually, and once you round that to my currency, which is worth slightly more than the dollar, it means that I'm getting paid way less than half a penny per view. And then obviously there's taxes, and but for now you just need to know that YouTube was paying about a half cent to 3/4 cent per 1,000 views. It's called revenue per 1,000 views right here, RPM, revenue per mil, and it's a really handy metric for actually comparing stuff, because then if we jump a month forwards, because you can see right here, videos earn me $656 for far fewer views, so 100 times the money for half as many views right here. Oh, my head is blocking it. 100 times the money here for literally half as many views. But then if we skip forward to February, with the new changes in place, what did I earn? Overall, about the same amount of money. I mean, literally says about the same, but on a per mil basis, on a per 1,000 view basis, it has gone up massively to $0.04, 4 whole cents, or about 3 British pence. That is a huge change, and although it might sound sarcastic to say, wait, are you joking there, Toycat? You actually got paid 4 cents? No, that is actually the new rate that YouTube is paying. That does sound a bit sarcastic to say, wow, look how much I earned, but actually, that is a really cool upgrade. That is an upgrade of more than 4 times, about 5 or 6 times, and that is something that can be huge if you're getting millions and millions of views. However, a lot of people are going to say, so making YouTube Shorts is still basically an unprofitable thing to do, because the same thing is true here, that I got half as many views on my videos. My top earning content was how do I make money from YouTube Shorts, as well as the London Underground tube map perfected. So you can see where the money came from in terms of videos, and you can see that that resulted in $630 for half as many views as my $26 on YouTube Shorts. You still don't make a bunch of money on YouTube Shorts relative to YouTube, but if you're comparing it that way, it's always going to seem kind of low, because YouTube videos do earn $2.33 per 1,000 views. That's almost a penny for every 3 or 4 views. It's amazing. But if we start to compare to other platforms, I'm just going to use, the numbers are closely guarded and it changes every month. If you look at TikTok, TikTok pays about 2 to 4 cents for every 1,000 views. So if you compare that to YouTube and you hear that YouTube's paying a full 4 cents per 1,000 views, you would go, wow, that is big money. I can't believe you're making the top end of the TikTok rates right there. In fact, TikTok is, the amount of money they pay goes down every single month because it's based on, they take a $300 million fund and they just divide that between the number of people getting views. So it goes down as more and more people, it literally is like you're stealing from each other. By the more money you earn, the less money everyone else earns for the TikTok fund. And the Instagram fund uses like the Uber business model of being like, yeah, we don't pay you per triple per view or whatever else. They'll pay you bonuses when you get a certain number of views. So you can earn up to $8,500 per month. And that is a really, really weird system, right? Like you have to, I don't understand this in the slightest, but Instagram's system is based on you can earn up to a certain amount, but there is a cap on it, and also 8.5 million views for getting, $8,500 for 9 million views. It can sound pretty good, but then there's no payment past that point. And so compared to those platforms, YouTube Shorts are doing pretty well. However, compared to other forms of, because, that's one comparison you can make. The other comparison is to say, the point of earning money on the internet is so that you can make these things into your, these passions into a job. That is definitely the allure that makes YouTuber the most desired profession on the planet. And so, the more relevant comparison might be to say, okay, since we're talking in dollars, and that is the general way, everyone knows their conversion rate of their currency to dollars. Let's use the average dollar income. You can see in the bottom 10% of Americans earn less than $15,000, and the middle Americans earn somewhere in the 50K bracket. That's the median income at the very least. So to earn $50,000 from Shorts every year to replace the average job, how many Shorts views would you need? I think this is going to be a real silly comparison, but let's do it anyway. So at 4 cents per 1,000 views, instead of getting 600,000 views earns you $26, you could obviously work that out and just multiply that by 100. But let's go way more fun and say yes. To get at 4 cents per 1,000 views, you need 25,000 views to earn $1. Do I have a dollar lying around right now? I don't. So you need to earn 25,000 views for $1 and 25 million views for $1,000. Since you need to earn $50,000, we can do the very fun maths here and say 50,000 divided by 0.04. You're going to need to get yourself 1.25 million thousand views, or in other words, 1.25 billion views every single year to earn the median salary. I think, to put them in perspective as to how ridiculous 1.25 billion views is with a B, I want to just show you, here's MKBHD. I believe the biggest tech channel on YouTube. I could be wrong about that, but he is a huge channel and has million. It's a very, very well-earning YouTube channel, I think you could say. According to Social Blades, entirely out their estimates, earns between 100K and $1.6 million a year, or that says pounds, whatever. But you can see that even in this case, MBKHD, the biggest tech channel on the platform, does not get 1.25 billion views. That might change if he started making shorts, because short views are a lot easier to get, but it's still ridiculous to say the biggest platform, the 125th biggest channel in the US, the 231st biggest channel in the world, would not get enough views at YouTube Shorts money to actually pay the median salary. But if we're being a bit more reasonable, we'll say, okay, let's just say minimum wage, right? You want to get just that 15K so you can be in the bottom 10% because you're an artist, you do what you love. How many views would you need for that? Well, we could go 15,000 divided by 0.04 instead. And there we go, 0.04. You would need to... I think I did that wrong. You would just need, 375,000 thousand views. So 375 million views, because you'd need to earn 0.04 cents 375,000 times, which means you'd need to get 1,000 views 375,000 times, or 375 million views. For perspective on that, this entire channel over its entire lifetime has got 62 million views. So, that's been going up recently, as you can see. This channel, instead of earning less than $15,000, in fact, if we do the reverse maths on that, right? At 4 cents per 1,000 views, and therefore $4 per million views, I would be earning $240 if these were all YouTube short views, but because they're YouTube regular views, wow, look at me, raking it in, made $91,000 over the last decade, doing great over here. Again, this is the sort of revenue which, these number of views on a YouTube channel can just about support someone. Like, over the last year, 2022, earned $27,000. To me, that is a lot of money. That is enough money to, like, pay bills and also do fun things occasionally, but also do something I love and throw myself at a passion. You could see that being a thing. Obviously, I have another YouTube channel that actually funds my everything in my lifestyle, but you can see that, like, okay, that is an amount of money that you can see actually working, but if you multiply that money, but if you take that money and you say instead of $27,000, it's $27 or it's $270, you can see how realistically that goes way, way down. Well, I got a lot of subscribers last year, huh? Am I doing less well this year? Do we need more subscribers? Have you considered subscribing to the channel? It makes my little mountains here go up. Apparently, people subscribed the last time I made one of these videos. So could you subscribe this time and we can get more subscribers than that video? Is that motivational? Yeah, 400 people subscribed. We need more than that this time, clearly. Also, it's funny. I earned $162 talking. I think the most popular video that month in terms of money was me talking about the money I made. So that's one of the weird things on YouTube. Very, very vain. Definitely oversharing by telling you about that. I meant to be like, well, you see, I'm very humble about this. But it is very, very odd to say that, yeah, you will make so much more money being a live streamer or a videographer per view, and instead YouTube Shorts shouldn't be viewed as a money-making opportunity. You will get paid some amount of money for it now. Some amount is the key word in that sentence right there. Lots of emphasis on some amount. But in reality, it's got to be a platform to advertise somewhere else where you do make money. And as there's a whole website here but I just found it while trying to find exact amounts that Instagram played. Because I didn't even know that Instagram had a partner program. Gonna be honest with you, I knew TikTok did, but you're gonna find like, oh yes, you could start doing affiliate marketing. If you can slide somewhere in your video a little, these are affiliate programs. If you could find somewhere in your video like a little opportunity to promote Amazon or to promote Creator or Tracker or Clear Meltwear offering clothing, or, you know, like if you could find it somewhere to be like, yeah, let's talk about, I think these are actually agencies. Honestly, they've all got generic names, but if you can promote a product which you can then get paid for, if you have your own product, let's say you have great mugs that remind people that we will all die someday, and if I get a single sale on these, instead of making 4 cents for every 1,000 people, I make a solid $3 to $5 per sale, I want to say. I make some number of dollars when people buy one of these, and if they love these mugs that say we'll all die someday, that's great. I think I make a couple dollars if someone buys my Hey Babe. I think you're at least in the top 60% of women as rated by appearance cards, which, as we all know, that is what you want to be. You want to be realistic with the people you love. In the same way I'm sharing with you my revenue data right here, I'm also sharing with you the fact that making money from YouTube videos is going to be the way forward in terms of money and in terms of actually building a stable audience. But if you just want people to find you for the first time, YouTube Shorts are incredible for that. I mean, you can see I have one video ever that has reached past, in fact, I have 2 videos that have over 1 million views. No, I have one video. This one's about to hit 1 million views. The countries have massively different names for themselves. I have one video of over 1 million views on this channel. It's hard to find people interested in a guy looking over Google Maps and just going, ooh, what's over here? What is over here? The Turks and Caicos Islands? Aren't they wacky? You know, like, it's hard to find a large audience of people for that. But it might be easier to find people who will watch a 59-second video about places where borders aren't defined, or about the American state with a larger GDP than India, or, you know, like, these are the sorts of videos people might find interesting instead. And so that is what YouTube Shorts is really there for. Does that make it a good idea to make them? It depends what your strategy is. If you just love making things, and let's be honest, the reason that TikTok and YouTube are taking off is not because of their money, it's because people love the idea that people are looking at something they've done. A friend of mine recently got 1 million views on some Instagram reel they made, and they are in love with the attention. They're like, oh my God, it's going viral, it's crazy. And honestly, that's the fun thing about this job, I guess, is that it is one that is very, very, very satisfying for a lot of people. And so, yeah, how much can you make from YouTube Shorts? Not very much. But ultimately, maybe the revenue isn't always the goal. However, if you do think it's interesting to hear these sorts of analysis, I'd appreciate a subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be honest, I just sit here and dick about while... I think dicking over something is a very different thing. But I just dick about while looking at various things. And if you like seeing all this information, then maybe you should like the video, but I don't think I benefit from likes. There is genuinely, as best I can tell, no benefit to them, but subscribing makes me feel slightly better about myself, and it means this video will do better than the last one, and isn't that the real important thing? But no, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and let's hope we make more than $680 next month, huh? Maybe if I make a bunch more shorts. If I can just make 375 million views worth of shorts, I can get $15,000 a year, which, man, that is nuts, right? Like, my revenue for last year, to earn that, I'd need double that. I need to get 750 million views on a short just to earn the same amount of money that I do from this channel. And again, this channel is not a financial venture. It is something I just enjoy. That's why we have these giant gaps between videos, and sometimes 5 videos in the space of in the space of a week, as you can see here. And maybe you think that's fun. Maybe you think it's terrible, and you can go somewhere else. But yeah, thank you for watching. Second channel. Don't care. Goodbye.